Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video, and today we are going to take a look at this AGL Kid Gohan. I'm really excited to do this showcase because I just got him rainbowed on the Android banner, and my last showcase was only 55%, so I'm really excited to see how this Gohan's looking. I really like him. I think he's a fantastic unit. I think he's probably an underrated unit. I know a lot of global players didn't get him his first time around because his celebration was really not hype, and there was other stuff coming that people wanted to save for, so I'm hoping more global players picked him up because I think he actually is a decent leader. Heavenly Events is definitely runnable, especially now with Super Vegeta and the Super Trunks is sitting there. It's looking pretty good, actually. And actually, the World Tournament Gohan's pretty good, too, who I'm actually running on this team. So we're going to show them off as well. So this is the AGL Gohan. We are going to take a look at his passive. Then we're going to look at the team build, and then we'll jump right into the showcase. So this Gohan is Heavenly Events or Bond and Master and Disciple. Heavenly Events is full 170. Bond and Master and Disciple is only a 150, but you can run on the side if you need to. And then his passive, he raises defense infinitely, causes immense damage with a medium chance to stun. So he does have a couple of stun things in his kit, which does make him relevant for Super Battle Road, which is really nice, right? And then his passive, he gets defense 158% at the start of turn. He gets 158% attack while performing a super. So support units are going to make his attack look really good. He gets an additional attack and defense plus 58% if there's another Heavenly Events category ally attacking in the same turn. He gets an additional attack plus 58% and stuns enemies attacked by the character's super attack within the same turn after receiving an attack. So what you're going to notice is a couple of things are going to modify the stats, right? If we have Heavenly Events on rotation, he's going to be looking a little bit better. And if he gets hit before he attacks, he's going to be looking a little bit better attack-wise. But honestly, the defense is where this Gohan shines, and that's what we're really going to be looking at in the video. And then he's just a nice support unit as well. All allies key 3 and defense 58%. So this Gohan works great on rotation stacking. He also works great as a floater on teams to be a good key and defense support, right? So that's why I think he's so good. Not to mention, he has one of the better active skills in the game. I would say, like, before androids came around, people considered his to be the best, but now the androids definitely competes with that. So his active skill, if your HP is 58% or less, he recovers 30% HP, guards all attacks for 1 turn, and raises all allies defense for 20% for 2 turns. And that's like a B-Pan type off-turn passive. So it's definitely more than actually 20%. Your defense is looking really good when he pops that off. So we're going to try to get it in the video, but we're running Hybrid Saiyans who are very defensive. So we might have to try to take damage really early if we're going to get that off. Honestly, I probably should have went into Legendary Vegeta event, but we just did the regular Legendary Goku event. We'll see. We'll make the damage happen. Being that this Gohan is a defense stacker, and that's really what I think his main purpose is, or one of the main reasons to run him, I went all in on additional with him. Plus, you have a chance to get that stun chance again, which is really good. The other thing I maybe forgot to mention it, but after he is attacked, he also gets like a guaranteed stun against the enemy. So that's really good also. So once again, Super Battle Road, he maybe gets tagged first and then he can super and stun him, which is really good. You can see I went very heavy. He's at 24 additional 8 crit. I put a lot of equips on him. And then I have started link leveling him. So he's fairly high. He's not quite full level 10 links. A unit like this Gohan, like the link leveling isn't nearly as important because he doesn't link very well with units. He's kind of like the Tech Ultimate Gohan, but they share 3 together, which is okay for them. And he's also going to share 3 links with the unit I'm going to run him with today. So here's the team build. Hybrid Saiyans. I'm just going to put the 2 Ultimate Gohans on rotation together. And then I'm going to run our Showcase Gohan on rotation actually with this World Tournament Gohan. And for an unawakened unit, he actually gets the pretty good defensive levels. And he's a Heavenly Events unit. So we're going to get the AGL Gohan's full buff. So we want to keep that in mind. And then we just run all these ridiculous Hybrid Saiyan supports. So we'll have the Trunks. This Gohan's a great support. And then we're going to run the GT Goku family, Vegeta family support. So that's kind of the lineup we're running here. And first turn, we've got Gohan. So a couple of things to note here. When you're looking at this attack stat, he is not getting the Heavenly Events buff because there's no Heavenly Events on rotation right now. And he's not going to be able to get hit first. So he's losing out on stats. So this is going to be, he is like triple supported here, which is really good. His start, yeah, look at that. This is without the Heavenly Events. Actually, he's got 58% on the table from Heavenly Events. Well, unless this Gohan, he's not Heavenly Events, is he? Let me just, before I like talk too much here, just let me make sure. Yeah, he's not heaven. I didn't think he was, but I just wanted to make sure. And these guys definitely aren't heavenly events. I don't know if any GT units are heavenly events. No, because it's units that trained on like Corrin's Tower. But I just had to make sure I wasn't crazy. So this Gohan, turn 1 at 216 with 58% defense on the table that he would be getting from having a heavenly events on rotation. That's very good. So we're going to go ahead and get this turn 1 attack stat here. Once again, his attack's probably not going to blow us away. Let's see what we got. Actually, 3.5, considering he doesn't have heavenly events and he hasn't been hit yet for a defensive unit, is actually very good. Once again, I only use this guy at 55%. So to see that, so when I did the 55% showcase, I think about 3.5 was where I had him like at his max. So this was kind of like, I wouldn't say it's his floor because he is heavily supported, but he's missing like 2 different attack procs in his passive. So he's going to be looking actually really good if he gets hit and has heavenly events. I'm kind of excited to see it, not going to lie. All right, let's see what happens. And we're going to keep him like very heavily supported. Now, keep in mind, units always look better in a showcase setting because you're trying to like pull the best out in them. But this Gohan, like because he stacks defense, he's going to get to where you want him to be over time anyways, even if you're not running optimal setups for him. That's why he's so good. And that active skill can really come in handy. Like, this Gohan is a very good difficult event unit. I would say especially for all the legendary events, Legendary Goku, Legendary GT, Legendary Vegeta, collection of epic battles, I think he'd be fantastic in there. And then Super Battle Road, I think he could be kind of a sitting duck, like turn 1, slot 1, yeah, he could get hit really hard. But the stunning he's got can actually be valuable in there. So this Gohan's kind of like an all-in-one like difficult event unit. That's why I really, really like him. All right, so here, if we sandwich Gohan in the middle, we are actually getting 5 out of 7 links. We've got heavenly events. We've got support. Gohan won't have the opportunity to get hit first, so we're going to try him in slot 2. Turn 2 defense, 371. So there you go, like 1 turn of attacking, and he's basically like untouchable now. Because, yeah, if he was 371 at the end of the Legendary Vegeta event, he could take damage still. But in those legendary events, the enemies aren't hitting that hard yet. So this Gohan, he's just going to be out of reach like the whole time. He's going to be just insane. And actually, this World Tournament Gohan only 100k, but he actually stacks and he's going to get up there too. So I'm already feeling like it's going to be very hard for me to take damage. So if we don't get the active skill, just know like the defense just goes bananas. We'll see. We'll see if I can put someone in harm's way. We're going to have to go to UI Goku. So 4.25. That's without getting hit. So I think he's going to be around 5 mil, maybe higher after getting hit. Hopefully we'll get a turn where we can throw him in slot 1. The thing with this Gohan is now that he's built up for a turn, he's a slot 1 unit now. It's just turn 1 slot 1 maybe doesn't work for him, but turn 2 slot 1 does. Turn 3 slot 1 does. So yeah, he's actually good in Super Battle Road too. So I don't know. This Gohan's great. I like the character too. Like the Kid Gohan is like one of my favorite iterations of Gohan. The Cell Saga one is definitely my favorite, but this is to the point where Gohan like is starting to get kind of cool and like kind of powerful. You know, he's not like the whiny baby kid that's just flying into Raditz. Like he's grown up a little bit. He's toughened up a little bit. This is where Gohan's getting really cool, and I'm really starting to like him, right? So very happy to get this unit. I'm honestly so glad that I accidentally pulled him, quote unquote, accidentally pulled him. Because I didn't put any Dragon Stones on his banner at all. I just did the peel off tickets. So for those of you that want to know like how much I kind of spend on the game or whatever, or like what kind of whale I am, basically I buy every sale stone and I buy peel off, and that's it. So I don't buy stones at normal price. So whatever you want to classify me, I could be a dolphin, a mini whale. Maybe don't even qualify for that. I don't know. Whales spend a lot of money, right? All right, this turn here. So Gohan in the middle is getting 4 links, but we're definitely going slot 1. I'm going to show you right now, type disadvantage does not matter. He's going to get hit. We've got the heavenly event set up. We've got the support. Over 400k defense. He's not getting touched right here. The World Tournament one is still a little bit lower, but he's stacking. He's up to 137. So this is going to be a very fat attack stat. This will probably be his best attack stat of the video because he doesn't stack attack in any way. He only stacks defense. So, yeah, let's see what he's looking like here. Yep, attack up. We got heavenly events. What do we got? 4.36. Okay. What am I missing? Because he was already over 4. What am I missing? That's odd to me. I feel like that should have been higher. And we've got a 40% support. and he's an attack and defense support. I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments why that attack stat wasn't as high. Because we had heavenly events. All right, I'm going to look at his passive one more time. Maybe there's something I'm missing here. I really thought we were going to be pushing 5 mil there. Because I don't think there was, unless there was something crazy on my other turn. But we had Trunks. He's a 40%. Let me just see here. Yep, attack and defense 40. We had that. So is there something I'm missing in the passive where we got attack one turn? Yep, when performing a super. Attack when there's a heavenly event, attacking in the same turn. We had that. Oh, you know what? Okay, hold on. I think I maybe know what this is. Within the same turn after receiving. Okay. So the part it says, when there's another heavenly events category ally attacking in the same turn, I wonder if they have to actually attack before the buff. Like if the other character has to attack first. I did not think it worked that way, though. We'll do some testing. We'll see. We'll see. But I don't think I'm crazy. I felt like 4.3. I mean, 4.3 is great. Like, I'm very happy with 4.3. It's just based on that previous attack stat, I was expecting higher. So, but remember, on the previous attack stat, we had Gohan in slot 2, and the heavenly event character attacked first. So it might be that that doesn't trigger unless the heavenly event character does. Which, if that's the case, then that 4.2, 4.3, that's pretty much going to be a ceiling, which is fine, considering how defensive he is. So, let's do... I mean, I know I have another good opportunity to get hit here. You know what? Since I haven't, I'm going to get hit again. Let's just see if the attack stat's the same here. 521k defense, by the way. Not getting touched. Yeah, I mean, since we know we can get hit, let's just do another turn of getting hit. And then next turn, we'll go in the middle slot and see what the attack stat's looking like in the middle slot without getting hit. We'll just do a little bit of testing here on the spot. Okay, so we're going to take a hit here for double digits. Oh, you know what? Okay. The one thing that probably could have happened that I'm not considering here. Okay, so 4.25 in slot 1, so that's consistent. We could have had our attack lowered, like one of the Gokus might have lowered our attack. That's probably what happened, and I wasn't paying attention to that. But yeah, we just did a double 4.2 mil attack stat while stacking defense, right? So we'll take a look and just see what we're looking like in slot 2 on the next turn and see if it's about the same. And actually, the Tech Gohan's can be fine there. And yeah, I probably should have picked something harder because we're not going to take damage for the active skill. Definitely not. Because look at this Gohan rotation. I mean, you want to beat hard content. Now, the second Gohan's only at 169, but he hasn't been attacking. So let's put him in slot 1 to actually get an attack in here. Yeah, this is pretty wild. I do still think Hybrid Saiyan's hands down best defensive team in the game. On my channel, like I'm normally not like a challenge runner just because I don't have a lot of time. I'm basically like, I want to get the event done as easily as possible and do it. But I did do a no item run and on the Legendary Vegeta event, and it was so easy. Like Hybrid Saiyans, I wasn't even close to dying, never felt in danger, didn't have to touch an item. It was pretty crazy. All right, so let's try this turn. So Gohan started turn. Yeah, 700k. We're easily going to be over a mil defense by the end, right? So you guys just know how that works, right? So we're going to try and slot 2 without getting hit, and let's see what the attack stat is here. Okay, we're going to do that, and we're going to do that. All right, let's see what happens here. So, yeah, our Tech Gohan is still taking double digits from normals, which is good. Now, the Tech Gohan doesn't hit at all, right? So 4.2. Interesting. We're just hitting the same attack stat. So I think my theory might be right. That if the Heavenly Events character has to attack to get the buff, which is really weird because I'm pretty sure other units have that same wording where it's like if a certain category is in the same turn, but I never thought that they had to attack first. So we'll do another test. What I'm going to do, well, so I was going to say if I don't get a super, but it's still considered attacking, I think, if they don't super. All right, we'll keep playing around. That's weird, but yeah, we're hitting 4.2. Either we get hit or we're attacking after the Heavenly Events. It's kind of odd to me, but I'm guessing what's happening here is that the Heavenly Events attacks first, and then you get the buff after the attack, which is weird. And I don't know if that's intentional. Maybe it's a glitch. I don't know, or maybe I've always misunderstood that passive. So look at me, I'm the Dokkan noob over here. So what I'm gathering, though, is Gohan at his highest. He's doing about 4.2, which is good. I mean, I very, very good. His defense is just through the roof, right? Like, that's why we're running him. So yeah, very, very cool. I would actually be very interested to see this kid Gohan on the 200% leader skill, because his defense is just going to shoot up like way faster, right? This Gohan isn't Kamehameha, I don't think, because he's doing the Masenko, I believe. But eventually, you know, you can just imagine any unit getting the 200 leader skill and like how crazy they're going to be, right? That's the hard part about being on global right now. It's like it's not just that it's the normal anniversary hype, but it's like new leader skill meta, and like missing out on that right now, it's so hard. Like I want to play with all these Kamehameha units. All right, let's just look at Gohan one more time. Make sure I'm not crazy on the yeah, he's not Kamehameha. So you can't, well, he's on movies though, right? Yeah, movie heroes because he's Garlic Jr. Oh no, that's right. They didn't do the Garlic Jr. movie. They did the like the side special thing or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, he can't get the 200 leader skill now, but someday he'll get it. All right, so yeah, 777k defense. All right, I guess let's do another slot one turn and just see if we're 4.2 again. I mean, might as well, right? Oh, and we're going to get the Dokkan attack, sure. All right, we'll go just a couple more turns. I mean, he is stacking, so it's kind of fun. But we definitely saw the attack up trigger there, right? So, sure, we'll grab the nodes. All right, yeah, we're 4.3. Unless it's like, I feel like it shouldn't be that minimal to go from 4.2 to 4.3, because we're getting, I think, 58% after being hit. So yeah, I think they proc weird. I think that the Heavenly Events has to attack first, which means that it would be impossible to get them both off unless you're playing against like one of those weird AoE units where like Gohan could be in slot 2, have the first Heavenly Events character attack, and then Gohan get hit by an AoE after the first attack, and then Gohan attack. So for the most part, it's impossible, but technically it is possible, but a very hard situation. So that's going to be my guess, guys. You can let me know in the comments. Like, let me know why, like, what's going on here, why, if I'm crazy or not, but I'm guessing that must be correct, that the Heavenly Events character has to attack first for him to get the buff from it. So then you're just getting either or, basically, which is fine. This is going to do nothing, unfortunately, because I actually do want to take damage. But here's the thing. Even, like, that support unit, that GT Trunks and Goten, they stack defense, too. So, like, they're even getting defensively built up throughout the video here. I think my best chance at taking damage would be like a AGL super attack to my STR Trunks, probably would be my best chance. And like this whole team, like this team I'm running, even though it's for a showcase, like this is a legit team. Like this team cannot be stopped. Running these two Gohans on rotation isn't bad either because he doesn't link great with stuff anyways. He's kind of like Videl, where he just doesn't need to link and he's going to be fine anyways. So, and then if you get him defensively to a godly level, at least one of them, you can transform one. He'll pick up a few links from his transform state. So you can always do that too. So actually running this exactly the way that I'm doing is just fine. And obviously this World Tournament Gohan isn't optimal, but you could run the if you want a Heavenly Events to run on rotation, you can run AGL LR Gohan, and he's a little bit more viable, right? All right, so what do we do this turn? Wow, he's getting all 6 in the middle. Okay. What's he at, by the way? Yeah, he's up to 230, which is respectable. Our Gohan's up to 850. I kind of want to... I'm going to do something weird on this turn. I want to do a test. So I'm going to have Gohan attack in slot 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to get hit, and the Heavenly Events unit is not going to be attacking first. And I want to see what the attack stat is. Because I feel like if my attack stat is lower than the 4.2, then I guess that proves it that the Heavenly Events character has to actually attack first for him to get that buff. Which, like I said, I don't know. I didn't realize that it worked that way. And maybe it's always worked that way and I just haven't realized it, right? Okay, let's see what happens here. Yeah, 3.4. That's got to be it. The Heavenly Events character has to attack first. Because I know, like, the Kale and Caulifla's, right? Like, they'll get buffs if the Kale is on rotation or if the Caulifla was. And I thought they were worded the same way, where is attacking in the same turn, but maybe not. Maybe if it's just they're in the same turn and I'm missing the word attacking. So that's probably it. So anyways, enough of me babbling and trying to figure out this conundrum. Gohan is amazing. That's the bottom line, right? Gohan's fantastic. His defense is insane. He's going to be over 1 million defense by the end of these legendary events. He's not touchable. Great active skill, great unit. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you all in the next one.